Have you ever pondered over the origins of Mandarin Chinese, the language spoken by more than 1 billion people worldwide? Well, let's dive deep into history and uncover its genesis. Mandarin Chinese, as we know it today, began to take form during the Ming and Qing dynasties, a time when China saw significant unification. This unity played a crucial role in the development of a standard language, a tongue that could be understood across the vast empire. It was during this period that the northern dialect began to gain prominence, laying the groundwork for what would eventually become modern Standard Mandarin. This dialect, with its unique sounds and tonalities, began to spread across the land, influencing the way people across different regions communicated. Over time, the northern dialect morphed, evolved, and was refined, gradually becoming the Mandarin we are familiar with today. Thus, Mandarin as we know it today began to take shape during the Ming and Qing dynasties, deeply influenced by the northern dialect. This is About Our World. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. With the foundation laid, how did Mandarin Chinese evolve to become the language we know today? The journey of Mandarin Chinese begins in the 14th century, during the Ming dynasty. As the official language, it began to spread across regions, gaining influence and popularity. The linguistic transformation during this period was significant, with the simplification of characters and the standardization of grammar. Fast forward to the 20th century, a major turning point was the adoption of pinyin, a system of romanization. Introduced in the 1950s, pinyin was a groundbreaking change. It made Mandarin accessible to non-native speakers and contributed to its global spread. The system provided a bridge, allowing those unfamiliar with Chinese characters to learn the language more easily. The evolution of Mandarin Chinese didn't stop there. As China opened its doors to the world, the language continued to adapt and change. The late 20th century saw an explosion of new words and phrases influenced by Western culture and concepts. Words like internet, pizza, and coffee found their way into Mandarin vocabulary, reflecting China's growing engagement with the rest of the world. In the 21st century, technology has played a significant role in shaping Mandarin Chinese. With the advent of social media and digital communication, a new wave of colloquialisms and internet slang has emerged. These digital age expressions have added a fresh, dynamic layer to the language, keeping it vibrant and relevant. The evolution of Mandarin Chinese hasn't been a linear process, but rather a series of shifts and turns, mirroring the country's own tumultuous history. From the grand courts of the Ming dynasty to the buzzing chat rooms of WeChat, the language has journeyed through time, adapting and changing with each new era. The evolution of Mandarin Chinese is a mirror reflecting China's rich history and rapid modernization. The language, like the country itself, continues to evolve, mirroring the cultural shifts and technological advancements of our time. So, why does the history of Mandarin Chinese matter to us today? Well, the significance of Mandarin Chinese extends far beyond its borders. With over 1 billion native speakers, it's the most spoken language in the world. But what's truly remarkable is its global influence. Mandarin Chinese is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, underscoring its importance in international diplomacy and global affairs. In the sphere of business, Mandarin Chinese also holds significant sway. As China continues to strengthen its position as a global economic powerhouse, the language becomes increasingly critical in commerce and trade, bridging the gap between East and West. Moreover, the allure of Mandarin Chinese is growing, with an increasing number of people around the world showing interest in learning the language. This fascination marks a recognition of Mandarin's cultural richness and its global significance. The history of Mandarin Chinese, therefore, is not just a tale of a language's evolution, but a testament to its enduring global impact. As we look ahead, what does the future hold for Mandarin Chinese? Peering into the crystal ball of linguistic trends, the future of Mandarin Chinese appears vibrant and dynamic. From Beijing to Boston, Mandarin Chinese is spreading its wings. Its potential to become a global lingua franca, a bridge of communication across diverse cultures, is increasingly evident. Ongoing efforts to promote Mandarin learning worldwide are gaining momentum. Governments, Educational institutions and individuals alike are recognizing the value of this ancient yet continually evolving language. The proliferation of Mandarin courses online and in classrooms, the integration of Mandarin in school curriculums, and the rise in bilingual Mandarin English schools are all testament to this growing trend. In the realm of business, science, and diplomacy, Mandarin's influence is steadily expanding. As the world becomes more interconnected, the ability to communicate in Mandarin may become as essential as English is today. As we step into the future, the trajectory of Mandarin Chinese continues to ascend, promising an even greater global resonance.